been too much for the gun.
You like being tight.
He's taking off a U-joint. He's changing the U-joint on his tractor. Takes a 1/2 inch socket.
12 point.
12 point.
Short extension.
Gun ain't getting in there?
Not on that one. On that wheel.
Good lord. That's an extension.
I need one that's a little bit long.
How long have you been running the U-joint bad? Or, not really bad, but with it squeaking?
Well, it hadn't been squeaking lately. It quit squeaking. But it's just real loose now. I just want to fix it. I'm probably fit had to do that with an end wrench.
Gun don't want that.
Not with that extension on it. Another one for a cheater.
A 1/2? Said Daddy's as strong as he thinks he is. Yeah. Want me to get it?
If you can, I'll catch the drive shaft. May not come off that way. Yep. One more.
He's having a problem taking the U-joint off or taking the drive shaft off. There it goes.
Give me that big screwdriver I got in my toolbox.
Big screwdriver. Talking about flathead? That ain't the big one. Orange handled. That ain't. That. The one I just gave you is bigger than this one.
Yeah, but I usually beat on that one.
Oh. There you got it.
Hmm?
You got it. Just put this got it took apart, and now he's just.
Would you say it wore out?
Yeah, it's not supposed to do that.
Where's the gun?
I think Daddy might have got into some mud. Just a little bit. Front and back doors. They threw mud all over the darn exhaust and all that. And the stalk puller. This is a 12-row stalk puller, like y'all seen in my last video. It's got the puller disc on it. And then right there is what actually turns it, what hits the ground and just does like that. But they're getting worn out, looking like a knife blade. Yeah, looks like there's a bolt missing right there. Yeah, and then these, they smooth out the ground. See this field, it's already been leveled out, and they've actually run hair on the end rows, but y'all seen some stalk pulling in the last video. I don't know. I might get to see a little bit today. I don't know. But yeah, this is it says it's a row stalker, but it's 12 row and 36 foot wide, and all it does is pulls up mowed cotton stalks. You could probably pull up big, like tall cotton stalks with it, but I don't know. You got the other one already?
Mm-hmm.
Your extension's right there. You might need it. This is what the U-joint is. See how that play in these? They're not supposed to do that. See how it's doing like that? All that play in it. Not supposed to do that. They went and got them another one. Should have got the unboxing of it. Then I done an unboxing video. But 8320R. I do believe that this is the 2018 version. I think. It's, see, 2018 to 2020. They got 100 years of tractors or whatever. 18 to 2020 be 4 years old. This tractor's 4 years old. Got a tank bracket on the front, and I think it used to have saddle tanks on it. Maybe, not sure, but you're getting ready to put it back on. That's what a new one's supposed to look like. Not have any play in it either, like that other one does. Huh? I'm recording now. I didn't when I was right there. In the toolbox in there.
20 minutes. 20 minutes. Change that up. 20 minutes.
But now it's all done.
You got that stuff all over the back of your arm, your hand, on down.
This ain't like the softest things. This ain't had the grease on it.
Huh?
This arm had the grease on it. Ain't that hurt? That don't happen very much when his hands are dirty.
Don't.
Not since he started his new job, his new adventure with fancy farming. You don't know how to drive a tractor by hand no more.
Sure I do. I drive this one every day. By hand. I don't use no GPS.
Yeah, turn around.
No, all the time.
Explain why you have to. Why you can't use GPS.
Because running with this 12-row stalk puller, you hit some hard dirt or soft dirt, whatever, it tries to pull you one-sided, and then it'll get off an inch or 2 or 3, and pulling sideways that you won't be plowing up stalks no more. You'll be missing them. You'll be leaving them because there ain't that much room to play with back there between them discs.
What he means by pulling sideways is when the front end of the
3 or 4 inches
tractor.
to play with, so you got to drive it straight.
What do you mean by it's pulling sideways is the back end of the tractor is pulling downhill.
It'll try to walk sideways with you.
Yeah, so you have to pull uphill. You want one of these now? Joe's Quick Wipes.
Smell good too.
Cherry flavored.
Smell like cherries.
But it's done now. It's a big difference between that one and that one. Yeah.
No grease fittings whatsoever. That's supposed to be tight, but it's not. It's wore out. Just got the other side changed at the beginning of peanut season this year, and probably should have went ahead and changed this one, but it was still tight at the time. But it no tight no more.
Nope.
It is now.
See?
The one that's on there that I just put on there is tight now.
Yeah.
That one's not tight no more. That one's fixing to be tied in the dumpster somewhere.
Should have done this before you cleaned your hands. Should have done that before you cleaned your hands. Don't mistake that for a new one.
Put it in the dumpster.
What is that?
Basket berry. Yeah, they changed one for Gary yesterday.
The Turbo Teals.
We helped Gary change one yesterday.
Turbo Teals.
I was fixing to get on the sprayer to go down yonder to Bridges' place to get his truck and come back. He was coming up through the field, up the hill right there toward me. And it sounded like he was on a golf cart. A little bitty horn on that tractor. Beep, 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 beep. He was trying to catch me before I left, where I could help him change that bearing, because I got the bearings in my truck. He didn't have any.
Mobile workshop. Sit in your mobile workshop.
Oh yeah, I got all kind of bearings and stuff in here.
When he's strip tilling, he's got points. What's the other thing's called? Shins. When he's spraying, he's got. When he's spraying, what do you carry when you're spraying? Nothing. Chemicals.
Just chemical.
He pulls trailer when he sprays. But that's their 8R250. One of them with the turbo till on the back. That's the one that had the tanks on it when they was plowing up peanuts that y'all saw. But yeah. This is Daddy's workhorse for now. Well, I reckon it's gonna be his workhorse from now until next year, or the year after that. Whenever. He used to run, or he ran 8370 R, but he says he can't tell no difference. I don't reckon. Is there a big difference that you can tell?
There ain't much.
Just,
Ain't much difference at all.
just 50 horsepower less. But
Not a whole lot.
he's gonna run a 12-row strip till with it, with this one this year, and he won't be able to pull it as deep as what he wants to, or as what they done it last year, but he'll be able to pull it pretty deep that you can't tell no difference. But this tractor last year, all it done was
Pulled the turbo till a lot.
yeah,
Plowed up some peanuts. Pulled the dump cart.
it harrowed, plowed up peanuts, ran the nut buggy to the self-propelled peanut combine, and then now it got put on stalk pulling duty after they got out of peanut season. So now he's gonna be running this one. So anyways, they got tank bracket on it for when they run a tank on it last 2 years ago. Ran a tank bracket.
But we sold the
something.
tanks and just hadn't had a chance to get that tank bracket off. But if you'll notice, every one of them weights has got to come off to get that tank bracket off.
And then it runs up there and attaches with them 4
We
bolts,
just
and
haven't
then
had time to do it.
them 3 right there, and there's only 2 on the other side.
But we know the guy that bought the tanks from us, so, and he wasn't gonna use that tank bracket this year, so he said he wasn't in no hurry for it, wasn't no rush, and we really hadn't had time, so we'll get it one day.
Yeah, 'cause they've been running like chicken with their heads cut off since planting season, so they haven't had a bunch of time. But they
And
moved.
We're still trying to get through picking cotton,
Yeah.
everything now, so we're fixing to slow down for long, maybe.
Yeah, 'cause they changed from front tanks and saddle, like front tank brackets with tanks on the front, and then the saddle tanks, to just the saddle tanks like them. Because them right there on that tractor is a lot easier to take off, because you just put a forklift fork in the end and loosen set screws, and then just take them off. And these you have to take bolts out and all that, and it's a lot harder. But Daddy got the U-joint changed, and I reckon we're fixing to go and plow up some stalks. As you can tell, there's not much playroom in between those discs, and then they come back here. You can tell that there's been some stalks ran through them, but he's ran the puller and chopper before, and I'll add some pictures to this video of what happened when I ran it, because it's pretty funny, but it kind of was expensive. But yeah, I had pictures into that, because first time running it, and really my first farm accident, I guess, or farm mess up. So anyways. what we're trying to do here is tighten up the disc where they'll pull better.
Socket ain't gonna be long enough on that.
Might work on that one. If you can get that darn dirt moved out of the way. That's point. You ain't gonna get that pop on there. Not with it. Not with that gauge wheel. What's this for? That, on the other side? Let me move over there. Push down? Or no, I need to be pushing up. I need to be pushing up, don't I? No, I need to be pushing down.
Well, that's gonna just let that come up there to the bottom.
Oh. I'm trying to tighten up the disc, but they ain't wanting to tighten up.
It's aggravating.
Aggravating having to get the pull handle in there. We have a disc bar. But anyways. Hey man, do you gotta tighten up? Oh! Oh.
It's easier to stand on it than push up on it right here. I need a longer pipe is what I need.
I would pull something doing like that. I would pull something doing like that. Your old age. This side didn't move none.
It may not move. I just got it in case it tried to move. Some of them will move.
Yeah.
Some of them won't.
So he's having to tighten them up because when they're not tight, they just move all around, and then they. Not tight. They move around. They don't get it.
You see the cotton and you mash the seed with your finger. It ain't gonna pig. Not today.
What's that supposed to mean? Like,
Not today.
it's too wet.
Hmm?
Too wet.
It's too wet.
Too damp.
Way too wet. Hold that right there.
There you go. This. Mega Man. Getting it though. A lot more leverage, you can get it easier. He got it. Move it, put it back, go again. Oh, I had to.
If they go to get dry, all you gotta do is move it around and it'll get all back over on you. And you can try to keep it standing up.
I had to upgrade tripods because it kind of broke. Well, got y'all switched over to selfie stick. We're gonna go take some trash off And then we're gonna get back over there. I'm gonna see if I can snag a little piece of Daddy chopping stalks. But we'll just see. Tell me how y'all like all this filming I'm doing. This video started out, I was actually at a parade with the drumline, and I didn't know how it was gonna work. I was gonna use tripod, and then things tripod didn't really, I didn't really trust it with all the bumps we had to do and all that. So anyways, we improvised, and I got a head mount, and I played bass 5 in the drum line, and then got out of that. Daddy pulled the trailer for us, got out of that, and then came up here with Daddy to go to work. Changed a U-joint on his 320 and tightened up some disc, and that's when I broke my the tripod. So y'all can't even tell there's a selfie stick there. Yeah, but turn that off, or put that in the trash. Got a few things of trash here, but get that. Whoa. And move over here. Get us again. But tell me how y'all like Daddy being in it. I think he enjoys being on YouTube. I think he enjoys it, but I don't know. Just tell me how y'all like him on there. I'm sure he don't mind it. He loves being on there. Tell me how y'all like me being on there. Would you rather it just be all Daddy or all me, or, you know? And this camera's been doing something crazy, and it's where it switches over to picture without me knowing. So I don't know whether it's on camera or not, and I don't check that every time. I'm not used to doing camera work. I got this camera for Christmas, and I have a drone. I just ain't used it. It's gonna be a year since I got it, and I flew it around, I think, once. So I gotta get it out. I gotta get working. It's not the best drone, but it works. So gonna get back going. Anyways, tell me how y'all like all that. Would y'all rather more time lapses? I did get a time lapse of stalk puller folding up. I think that ought to look pretty good. And I did get a video of the tractor cranking up, and I'm gonna put that side by side with our 4430 cranking up, and I'm gonna let y'all decide on which one's better. I have my opinion on which one's better, but I know some people have different opinions, and all that. But that tractor, that 320, that newer one, it has DEF on it, so it ain't gonna blow no smoke, which I think blowing smoke is a pretty good thing. But anyways, I'll talk at y'all later. Show y'all what's on them. This one's got a shredder on it. Shreds cotton stalks. Pretty big. This one has got missile launcher. Just kidding. This is a tractor that I moved, and That's what that one is. That's Mr. Ben's tractor. 8R250. That one is Mr. Ricky's tractor, I guess. He ran it spraying peanuts. This is Mr. Ben's toy, the CP690. It's pretty big. Pretty doggone big, I'll tell you that. You can see Daddy going in the background. Let's see if I can catch up to him before he gets to the end.
It's a rare occasion I never run.
Go ahead and get in this big old boy.
That's a wrap.